welcome back to another mansion speed build with a voiceover this time. So this time I am working on the bedrooms, which I decided to put in the basement of the build. I really wanted to make it kind of a dorm room style, just to kind of go with like the vibe that these people are coming to this dance mansion as like, like kind of like a camp college vibe, like a dance camp kind of thing. So I really wanted to give it dorm vibes. As you can see here, I'm really struggling with with the rooms that I want to do. So I'm gonna let y'all watch me struggle with this for a minute. So once I was done messing with the room sizes and got them to where it looked decent, I added some doors, and then of course we had to add lighting because it's basement, there's no windows, it's gonna be really dark. So that's what I do next. I tried to add windows, but it of course it looked kind of creepy. So we nixed that idea and we just decided to go with lights. I did some fun little chandelier tea light type things in the hallway. And then in the rooms, I just did the basic like saucer lights, the big saucers, not the little saucers, because those are my enemies. And I decided to make the hall kind of this minty blue color. And then each of the rooms are going to get their individual little colors and styles. So again, I made each room their own color, just to kind of go with some brighter rainbowy vibes. Of course, I decided that that one room was too brown, so I changed it up a little bit, and then I made this room a purple color to kind of get all the different colors. And then I started going to town decorating each individual room. So again, we're doing a dorm kind of style. So I put bunk beds of different colors and like orientations in here, which I thought was a good move. I also decided they needed a little couch space out here. So in the next time I build on this, I'm going to kind of expand this like common space out here some more and make it a little bit of a common room like you'd have in a dorm. I kind of just picked random colors for the beds and stuff. I tried to make them all a little bit different, but of course you're only working with so many swatches in The Sims. Um, so we have some duplicates, and then I tried to do some rooms where it was like 2 lofted beds, some with a desk under. So I really tried to kind of change it up. And then in this last room, I figured that would be like the dance instructor's room, and they could have a full bed. This first room I wanted to kind of go with cozy, more like girly, feminine vibes. So we went with wooden desk and dresser, and then I put rugs in each of the rooms, and I decided to go with a crazy floor for the hallway, and then just do wooden floors in the bedrooms, and then add rugs as needed. I resized that rug. I thought it fit good with kind of the vibe I was going for, but it was a little too small. Here I was trying to make this lighting kind of an outline for a mirror, but none of it really worked. So I ended up moving the lighting to a different wall and adding a little painting inside of it, just to kind of give the room a little pop, a little bit of decoration. And I made it a little box. So yeah, I just stuck with a regular mirror there. Actually, I did two mirrors, assuming that whoever stays in these rooms are going to like have roommates. So that is why I went with that design. And then I, of course, did my favorite part, adding the clutter. So I added like a suitcase with some books and like toothbrushes, the shoe rack, some laundry detergent. I plan on adding like a little laundry space at some point as well. A backpack for any of their schoolwork, some CDs, just to kind of make it a little more homey. So once I finished that first room with that last little bit of clutter, I started working on the second room, which is a little more darker vibes, less girly. I gave them each a desk to work at under their beds, and then added some clutter and a bookshelf. I also decided this first room needed a bookshelf after doing that, so I went back and added the bookshelf there, and a little book thing on the desk as well, since I wasn't going to add computers to this room at all. And again, I went with the darker colors, so we put a darker rug in there. And here I was trying to find some good clutter to kind of fill this space up a little better. I ended up going with some fun wall art, again, to kind of match the darker vibes. And I found this very weird poster set that I ended up using. And then I eventually remembered that I probably should have a dresser of some sort. So once I added the clutter to the desk, I went back and added a dresser. And then put some plants on top, because you can never have too many plants in The Sims. And then I felt content with that room, so I moved on to room number 3. And this room had a little more of a bolder vibe. I remembered the dresser right away. And I gave a little nightstand for the person on the bottom bunk. And I also decided to add some more clothing clutter to the rooms and like a hamper, again, because I wanted to go for that like dorm vibe. I made the second one a little messier with the clothing on the ground. And here I decided to add some like clothing racks as well. So they had a little bit of extra clothing space here. And then I got to the desk. So again, just kind of a basic desk, and I decided to do a laptop in this room. And then I found a bookshelf that kind of matched. And I tried to put some cute stuff on the bookshelf, but of course it didn't work. So I ended up putting that cute little planter thing on the end table for this bottom bunk person. And then I found these fun inspirational posters that I hung up all over the room in here. So again, kind of went with like a bolder vibe for this third bedroom. I also added some activities for this room just to kind of, again, fill that empty space, and then went to work finding a good bold rug, which I thought that one worked perfectly for kind of the vibe I was going for. And on to bedroom number 4. I copied those desks, but then I changed my mind and decided to do more of a like hangout space for this room, kind of giving like an entertaining space, people who don't really care to use desks and things like that. So I put up one of the little TVs from the Tiny Living pack. I believe that's from just to give them some space to watch TV, and I put a little end table that I filled with some plants and clutter and whatnot, and a little speaker. And I, again, found some really funny paintings in here. So I thought they were silly. I thought they made like a good entertaining space vibe, which is, again, what I was going for. So I put those up and kind of looked for some more entertaining images to kind of put up. And I struggled with what to do with that little empty space. Oh, and I found a telephone booth that I wanted to use. So I put that back there. We put a baby Yoda in the corner. And again, kind of filled that table with some random clutter items. Again, something I decided I liked that didn't necessarily fit the bedroom, but might fit like a mansion-y vibe. And then I used these rugs. And that's where I ended with that fourth bedroom. I kind of left that one wall blank because I didn't know what to do with it. And then here's where I decided again to go with the dorm vibe, that I was going to make these little gaps a bathroom area. So I made a wall there for the sink part, and then just put a door to the shower and bathroom area. And I copied that kind of pattern all down the line. I added some lights to that area, a little mirror and towels, little toilet paper clutter item. And I did the same look for each of them. I didn't go out of my way to make each little bathroom different. So for the rest of this, you'll just kind of see me copy and paste everything from one bathroom to the next. And at this point, I was getting kind of burnt out from building, so I kind of fixed some stuff in the main dance space. And I have a little bit of time left on my stream, so I kind of started to work on the outside, which is my nemesis. I'm really bad at building roofs, so I started easy by kind of I altered the entrances a little bit and put some siding on the outside, just to start easy and not give myself too much of a big task right at the end of my stream, at the end of the night. So here I was kind of extending the entrance to kind of make a proper entranceway, not just have a giant rectangle. And then I wanted to make this whole wall of just kind of windows, and I'll probably end up putting some greenery and stuff out in this front lawn next time I build. And I really still wanted to keep the doors to the dance space there, just I feel like, you know, dance spaces have doors, so I kind of wanted to keep those there. Then I couldn't really decide what kind of siding to do on the outside. I might change that still. I'm not sure. But for now, I went with that for the little entrances, and then as you can see, it took me a minute to kind of figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of the building. And again, as you can see, my windows don't exactly line up great on the outside, so I'll have to adjust those at some point as well. And here is me starting small with the roof and just doing the entrance roofs to start with. Here you can see I'm kind of debating on how to do that. I ended up going with the half like gabled roof type vibe instead of like the full pointed roof. I think that just kind of looks better for the entrance. And then maybe I'll have to look for some inspiration for the main roof, because it's going to be quite a large project to tackle. So yeah, this is where I left my build. I got 4 out of the 7 bedrooms done in this hallway. And next time I work on the build, I'll finish the bedrooms and this common space down in the basement, and then work on the roof. Here I was working on some doors to the main space from the entrance and adding some chandeliers to give the dance space lighting. I added some wallpaper to the entrance space. I really like that funky door. It's super fun and looks like something that would be in a mansion. And yeah, I just added some chandeliers to the space to light up the hallways before going into the dance studio and behind it. And yeah, this was the end of my build. Stay tuned for part 4.